So here are some basics to get you started on the ukulele, or to learn different things about the ukulele. My nose itches, so I guess I look like Bewitched, huh? That's how I itch. Maybe I'm casting magical powers for you to learn the ukulele. Anyways, before I sound even dumber, let me get started. So there are many different brands and different sizes of ukulele. We have in our house a soprano, which is the smallest. I learned on a concert size ukulele, which is the next size. I've since sold it so I could have my baby. The tenor ukulele. I was going to get a baritone, which is tuned to the last 4 strings of the guitar, because I've always wanted to learn the guitar, but I realized that in learning the ukulele now I've been able to pick up the guitar, so I didn't need the baritone for that because I have the guitar as well. Excuse me. But I love the deeper, little bit softer, mellow sound of my tenor versus the soprano. Sometimes I just want that higher classic, you know, ukulele sound, Hawaiian-ish kind of sound. So there's those sizes. It depends on what you want. Now there's also different brands and different prices. I learned on a Lanikai. On Amazon I bought a Lanikai. Thank you, baby. I bought a Lanikai with concert size. Came with a bag and a tuner. I like this tuner, although it is frustrating. You can't buy this tuner because I have to constantly tap it to get it to work. But I know the Shark or Snark, whatever those are, tuners. I've seen those, and those are pretty nice, where it lights up green until you get to it. So we'll talk about tuners in a minute. Anyways, let's do brands. I actually highly recommend this brand. It's Ola. Ola! Funny story, my daughter came home and said, Mom, we had a new girl in class and she speaks Spanish. I said, oh yeah? She goes, yeah. So I went up to her and I said, Hola! I said, oh, okay. It's Ola, but whatever, you know. Glad you're making friends. So I love this. This is actually my daughter's, and she... Oh, can I change your diaper in a bit? Yeah. Okay. We're going to change a diaper after this, so let me quick tell you. Great sound. I've had students come, and I can't remember their brands, but I don't really like them. I just don't like the sound of them. I really don't. And I think especially for a beginner, especially for a child beginner, any beginner, you want it to sound good. And so if you have a really cheap sounding ukulele that's just not quite hitting those sounds, it's not worth it. This one, just the ukulele, was, I think, on Amazon, free shipping because I have Prime, $31 with the tax and all. I think it was $31. So for a starter ukulele, you really can't beat the Ola brand. Now, again, I liked the Lanikai, which is what I learned on. However, I did notice that it just had this tin-like sound for me after a while that I really didn't like. It would just kind of grate on me. And so I was in a music store and I picked up, I forget, it was a good quality brand. And I can't think of it right now, but the sound was beautiful. And so then I began a hunt for a better sounding ukulele, and I really love the Luna ukulele. I love the design of it, but you know, I didn't really care what the body looked like. I just wanted the sound quality to be good, and I really it holds its tune well. There's not that tin sound. It's rich, it's mellow, it's just, I love it. It's beautiful. So that's a good one. And I believe an Oscar Schmidt is a good brand as well, from reviews that I've read, and I've tried one in a store before, and I really liked it. So, but for me personally, as a learner ukulele, I would go with the Ola or the Lanikai. You know, they're good ukuleles. My Luna, it came with a case, no tuner. I think I spent around $140, which is still on the cheaper end for ukuleles. and so I think it's a good deal. All right, so tuners, let me just go over that. Normally tuners will, well, I guess you have to know what the strings are first, huh? So I'm going to go ahead and tune this one because I think it's been a little while. I'll just look and make sure that it goes to green, and that's when I know I've got the chord that it's in tune. Now, I can't tell by ear. Some of you can. My stepfather can very easily, and I think he chuckles at me, but I can't for the life of me. I can't tell if this is in tune or not until I start playing, and so might as well just get a tuner, get it out of the way. And there's apps on phones as well, but I kind of like for kids especially, the physical tuner here. So, the strings, there's 4. The one closest to me is G, C, E, and A. The way that I remember it is good cooks eat always. And that's just the acronym that I use. Good cooks eat always. So I'm going from closest to me is the G, E, C, A. Good cooks. Wait. G, C, E, A. I think I mixed those two up just now. And going for numbered strings, I start at the bottom, 1, and come up towards me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's how I number my strings, and that's the my mind went blank. So let's move on. Let's go ahead and do frets. Oh, that's another thing. Okay, so let me tune this actually to G. So I think you can see it's on red right now. So it's okay, it kind of keeps blinking a little bit. So I just moved this little fret until it no longer, and it was just a tiny little move. So we'll do C, good cooks. Oh, that's in tune. E, yeah, it's good. And then A. A little bit. There we go. So what you'll find when you get a brand new ukulele is you've really got to take it out of the box. You've got to tune it up, and you got to just jam, whatever, just blah, 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 and then tune it again. And just jam, tune it again, like you're going to constantly every 5 minutes or every minute. Thank you. You're going to retune it as often as you can retune it and play. You got to play it a lot. Even if you're not playing correctly, you just got to keep strumming, and retuning, tuning. And by a month, if not sooner, this one actually tuned really quick. It was less than a week, and it holds its tune great. So in the beginning, they won't hold their tune very long. The strings need to be constantly stretched and tuned. All right. So the other tip, now that this is tuned, are frets. So we have these lines, silver line. This is the first fret in here. The second fret is here. The third fret, which is really nice to know because sometimes you'll do some songs where you're just picking the strings. Like the third, I'll do the middle 2 strings. And so you kind of need to know which fret. So this is, if you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this has a dot, so I automatically know that if I need to go to pick a string on the 5th fret, then I can automatically go there, like. What? I don't remember the strings offhand, but that's the Harry Potter tune. And so you kind of need to know, that gives you a quick, oh, I've got to jump from the 3rd fret down to the 5th fret to the 7th fret. So those dots will kind of help if you remember which frets those are, if you get into that later. Anyways, with the frets, what I've noticed is you have to hold them down when you're holding your chords. The closer you get to that bottom silver, or whatever color yours is, line of your fret, the better. So don't hold it up here. If I'm going to do the C chord, I'll do the basic chord, which is this A string or 1st string, and it's the 3rd fret. If I hold it up, closer to this line above it, it sounds different than if I hold it closer towards the bottom. Okay, not that much of a difference for that chord, but it does make a difference for most of the chords. You've got to, I've noticed the sound quality is a whole lot better and richer. The closer you are, like that G chord, I'm making sure that these fingers are closer to this line. And that finger closest to that line. Okay, hopefully that was clear. Anyways, the other little tidbit that I found along the way is where you strum. You get a better sound quality if you strum above the hole, above this opening right here. Okay? You can even come up to the fretboard a little bit and play up here. It just sounds usually richer. Than if you're playing down here. So just stay up above that opening and you'll get a better sound quality. So I think that is all of my little basics and tips to get you started. The last tip that I'll say is go Google ukulele chords, and if you can find some that actually show which numbered fingers, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, and where they go to help you place your fingers for the chord, because there are specific fingers that if you learn that chord using those fingers in those spots, it helps you way more along the way as you get more into your ukulele. So it is the happiest little instrument. Have fun with it and leave any comments or questions you have below, because I am happy to help and teach and get you started on your ukulele journey.